Welcome back. It's now time for our entertainment segment, which means Ashley Avaya is here with us this morning to talk about movies. And this morning, we're reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
So let's start it off with a little synopsis.
Okay, so the movie is based off the 80s and 90s show, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, how many of us did not grow up on this show? So, and, New York City is in a time of darkness, and the bad guys are basically taking over. They control politics, they control the police department, and the city has no hope. So, of course, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles come out of the sewer, and they realize their destiny or whatnot. I feel like I'm so cliche right now. And they basically team up with the journalists, yay us journalists,
Of course.
and basically save the world. But it was a little bit different than what I remember as a kid. But of course, my memories may have been, based off of a cartoon. So that's
So you would say that the movie wasn't just the show jam-packed into 2 hours, maybe?
No, not at
Okay.
all. It's based off the characters. So it's not like, how other TV shows from back in the day, they literally redid the TV show. No, they just took the characters and they placed them in 2014 and used their personalities and things like that.
That's nice for people who did maybe not miss a single episode and they went in with something completely new to come out with.
Completely fresh. Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, if you don't know anything or if you have to know something about the TV show in order to enjoy what's going on there. No, it's a completely new product, something fresh with the characters of the past.
Okay, so now geared more towards kids, adults, in between?
Definitely geared towards adults, like the people that grew up on this show, that age bracket. I mean, there were inappropriate jokes, especially about April and the Turtles or whatnot. The fight scenes were really violent. So I wouldn't say this was for kids or
Okay.
anything like that. This is definitely for teenager, grown up, mostly teenagers.
So let's break it down now, likes and dislikes.
I don't want to say I didn't like parts of it because I did grow up, I was that kid growing up, ripping up things in order to make the mask and putting
Well, I have a
things-
turtle backpack too. I should have brought it today.
You should have. That
I
would have
know.
been perfect. But there are a lot of things that I didn't like. April, the journalist, played too much of a part in it. And she was supposed to be the person that they're saving. She's not supposed to be the hero. But they did. They played her up way too much. And I just think that was one thing I didn't like. I also didn't like a lot of the editing parts of it. I mean, it moved way too much. And I get that it's because of the graphics. You don't want to stay on the computer generated turtles for too long. But it just moved way too much, and it kind of threw me off. And there were also parts of the plot that I was like, what? How did that happen? There were just some things that just didn't add up.
So,
yeah,
how
couple
many
of dislikes.
stars?
We're going to give it 2 stars. I didn't hate it, but I
Okay.
didn't vibe with it very well. I was lost sometimes. And then that, plus, like I said, April being too much part of it was just like, come on, guys.
So watch, I guess, at your own risk.
Yeah, and it's almost out of theaters. That's why I was like, okay, let me just give it a try, see what it's like. But no,
Oh.
I was sad.
Well, thanks for that.
Not a problem.
And speaking of movies, we want to remind you of our Saturday night feature, which you can catch right here on KTVO at News at 10. And this week's feature is Moulin Rouge, starring Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.